receiver, I've been hit hard. But no training nor practice prepared us for the devastation of COVID 19. I know it hit home for a lot of you, and it has been a challenging year. Thankfully, there is hope. Even with multiple vaccines available, we still have to work together until everyone is safe. If we all continue to do our part, keep practicing the necessary guidelines, we can bring back our small businesses, send our kids back to school safely, and see you all in the stadiums again. No one person ever wins the game alone. It takes teamwork to beat a tough opponent. We all win when we unite to prevent.
For more information, visit unitetoprevent.org.
You're tuned into WWE AM 1100.
The following program is paid for by Influencer 365. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of this station, its management, or the Beasley Media Group.
And we are back right here on the number one radio show, right here on Real 1100 AM and iHeartRadio, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, everywhere we are jamming, we are pumping. That is music from UNT The Boss. He will be performing this weekend live, and it will be all over my Instagram and everywhere else. Woo! Before we get the show started today, I got a jam-packed one for you. Continuing the discussion about the Peachtree Village International Film Festival. I got James J.B. Brown joining me very, very shortly via phone. He will be joining the conversation. Also in studio with me today, she's got some very, very interesting topics to discuss, some stuff I had no idea. So y'all better stay tuned for the second segment and listen to Miss Dani Parks. Also coming up later on in the program, Miss Andrea Gordon and Chef Kendra Bates will be talking about fashion meets food. We got a jam-packed show. Let me get a few announcements out of the way as we are getting rolling. To all my friends out there in the Smyrna area, I want you to go visit my good friends over at Titans Fitness. They are a world-class number one rated gym. I work out there myself with my good friend Rachel from Impact Fitness. So if you are out there in the Smyrna area, I want you to go by and tell them KC Pride sent you, and they will even give you a free training on me. That is 1834 South Cobb Industrial Boulevard Southeast, right there in Smyrna. And you can also visit them online at titans.net. Also, to everyone out in the Douglasville area, I want you to go see my good friend, my barber, my personal barber. I hope you're watching right now. Melvin Bowden, right there at Studio 1211 in Douglasville. I want you to stop by 6405 Fairburn Road. You can also call and schedule an appointment at 770-485-6772. Once again, ask for Melvin. Tell him KC Pride sent you, and he said he's giving out free cuts this month. Woo! Lastly, you can join me, the rock star of branding, at the Comeback Champion Summit from October 26th to the 30th. It is coming up very, very soon. And if you want to get involved, you want to find out how you can view this jam-packed summit of great, great speakers, I want you to go to comebackchampionsummit.com. Once again, that's the comebackchampionsummit.com, and you can join me, the rock star of branding, October 26th through the 30th. Woo! Now, joining me to the program, she is not even ready. She don't even know she finna join me to the program. But joining me to the program right now, I'm gonna let you tell everything about what you got going on, Miss Parks. But please put your hands together, everyone, for Miss Dani Parks.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me here, Casey. Okay, so since he doesn't want to say it,
I don't even know how to explain this, and I'm gonna let you explain this one yourself.
okay, so my name is Dani Parks. I'm the founder of a nonprofit organization called the Princesses, Pros, and Puberty
All right.
Party. We educate girls and their parents about puberty, periods, mental health wellness, as well as physical safety of a woman. We've been doing this for the last 4 years. We're nationally recognized, and we also bring awareness to period poverty in the inner city.
Now, all right, here we go. Please explain to everyone listening
Mhm.
exactly what we are discussing right now when we are talking period poverty, because
Mhm.
this is a very very serious issue. And I apologize to folks on Instagram. This is a very very serious issue, and I don't want to make light of it.
Mhm.
But so I want you to kind of tell us this and tell us the background of this, so everyone can kind of understand where this organization comes from.
Okay, so period poverty is basically the lack of access to affordable feminine products, and to be able to handle your menstrual cycle in a dignified manner. What people don't know is that it's not a third world type issue. It's right here in our inner cities. It's in Atlanta. It's all over the country. It's in Augusta, Georgia, where I am from, and it's something that affects women and girls um, globally, actually. Um, to make it more personal, we have children, we have girls from middle school to high school, all the way to college, who can't afford period products. Some of them miss schools, they miss out on activities
Wow.
because they may not have, running water at home. They may not have, pads and tampons at home. So this is an issue that affects all of us. With the schools, you have teachers. We all know that teachers always buy their own supplies, pads to help girls, manage their periods. That's another expense that they have. So being able to have funding for these schools so that the teachers don't have to come out of their pocket. Now, I'm sure it's not too much of an issue because we're all women. A lot of people don't know that when period poverty hits your household, you have to choose between, okay, am I going to pay this bill this month, or will I spend, 20 or $30 on getting pads?
Wow.
If you have more than one woman in your household, then that can become very expensive.
And see, the amazing part to me is 2021, and we still having these type of
Yes,
problems.
it is, and it shocked
It's like
me. It
food.
shocked.
We got food stamps. We got people getting thousands of dollars in food
Hmm.
stamps,
Right.
but we cannot afford to make sure that young kids got the proper sanitation things that they need
Hmm.
to be able to go to school and participate in society. That's just crazy to me.
It is. And this party, it just started off really as a party, something fun to do for girls and their moms.
It started off as a party.
It started off as a party. And then
Okay.
the mission came later on, probably about the second year, as I was canvassing schools, talking to principals and their nurses. And I found out, I was like, wow, this this party is needed because we're giving out free pads to these girls as they come to our
Okay.
party. So there's no telling, even if the
So it's
girl
like a party with a purpose.
is a party with a
Because
purpose.
having food
Yes.
at first was just the party part. You just left it
Yeah,
at the party.
and
Okay.
it's an
I'm
amazing
good.
party. Like we have the girls, their parents bring like a puberty gift,
Okay.
so it's something very special. A lot of moms love that part because they can usher in their daughters into their puberty season. And puberty isn't all about periods; it's about becoming a woman, starting to experience certain growths here and there, mood swings, all of that. So it's something very special. And especially when it comes to education. You have sex ed, but you don't have puberty. So you can have young kids tell you all about sex, but they can't tell you about puberty. They can't tell you, why they have a period or what all of that is down there. Why is it down there? What's the purpose of it? You have
Now,
girls who
let,
have.
let, let, let's have that discussion real
Mhm.
quick. Why is it that we go so far into things like sex education, but we don't do this basic education like this in school? Is
Mhm.
that something that we're expecting parents to do, or is that something that parents should be doing, or is that something that needs to be a part of this educational process?
It needs to be a part of the education process outside of sex education. You have girls who will come on their period and not know what's going on. You know, they're surprised. When I was going through school, I know we touched very briefly on the human body.
Okay.
You know, what a woman has, what a man has, and that's it. And then you go into
Let's put this in context. You from where now?
now. I had this when I was in 5th grade,
Okay.
so not from the deep south like somebody. Um,
I heard Mississippi in there somewhere, so I was just saying, if you from Mississippi, we gonna forgive that.
Actually, I had that particular class, and I remember it because it really stuck with me in 5th grade. So we're learning about the human body in 5th grade.
Okay.
But there's no talk about after that. I don't know if you've ever experienced it. Your daughter will bring home a sheet talking about we're going to have sex talk, and then you have to sign a sheet just to give permission for it. There's nothing for puberty education per se.
Now, we did have another guest on the line, and let me actually bring him into this conversation. It's gonna be weird for you now, brother. Joining the conversation, James JB Brown.
Hey guys, how you doing?
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. Can you hear me good?
Oh yeah, we can hear you wonderful.
Awesome. I love the conversation with the young lady is talking about in regards to puberty and women. My family, we have a mental health company in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Wow.
Actually, a school,
Okay.
K through 12, and we go through a lot of this. And then when you're dealing with the young ladies that also are diagnosed with certain behavioral, conditions, that whole thing comes into play as well with the puberty and the cleanliness and the hygiene. So I'm just like enjoying listening right now.
Wow. Now you say you in the North Carolina area. So this is and North Carolina is kind of promoted as being a little bit more prominent. They got that, big time medical community and everything going on up there. Is this another common thing that you're also seeing there?
Seeing what, Kevin?
The same things Ms. Park is relating to, kids not being able to have, the things that they need, the basics, especially these girls as they're going through puberty, not being able to have the tampons and other things that they need to be able to, participate in school and things.
Yeah. It depends on, like, let's say, it depends, Kev. It depends on let's say if the kid is at a group home, or if the kid is at a foster care facility or foster care home. Depending on the love of the people that are taking care of them, to make sure that the kids have what they need. And a lot of times what we see is they do have those feminine products. And then sometimes, we see like it's about 90-10, 90 being good, 10% being, not so good. So for the most part, out here in Charlotte, North Carolina, the kids I deal with, they do have the products that they need, the young ladies do. And then, there's some that fall through the cracks.
Wow.
For some reasons, some reasons to it. Sometimes it's the kid not communicating with the people that's running the show. Just like some people that might be at the, facilities that are just there for a check, because you have both.
Now, Ms. Parks, tell us a little bit more. Now, what are some of the main things that you're saying? Is this just one of those problems that's just kind of going overlooked, or no one is kind of out of sight, out of mind? Is one of those type of things that nobody wants to talk about it because it's a little embarrassing?
That's exactly what it is. It's being overlooked because it is such a sensitive topic and such a personal topic. A lot of women don't discuss it. They probably might discuss it amongst each other, but not really, because it's like, oh, you can't afford pass this month for your period.
Wow.
It is very embarrassing, and it often goes overlooked because, like, for kids, they don't know. Some kids think, I've heard stories about just puberty not being something that you talk about in your family at all. And especially a period, you come in your period, you get your pads, and you go about your day. There's no discussion about it. You should know what's going on with it. So that's the type of society that we're living in. It's not just amongst, the Black community. I've spoken with women from all different types of cultures, and our stories are very similar.
Wow.
We weren't talked about our periods or puberty. And then when that time comes, it's, here's your pads, going about your way. We don't need to talk about. We know what's going on, but it's something that needs to be talked about.
And I'm tired of that stigma too. That like poverty is something that's just Black. everybody got folks in poverty.
Yes,
Okay, every
yes.
race is poor Asians, is poor white folks, it's poor everybody, and we need to uplift everybody. We really do, but definitely stop having this conversation like it's just cause trust me, it ain't just
Oh yeah, definitely.
but JB, let me bring you into this discussion, man. Because unfortunately, I know you didn't come on to talk about puberty.
That's all good though. I mean, I deal with the youth. I'm a youth advocate,
Mhm.
Oh
so
yeah.
it's kind of like perfect. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit, man. Finishing that discussion off P-Bill, y'all got going on this week, man. I know y'all pumping it up. This is the last week y'all trying to really, really rev up everything. Tell us just one last time a little bit about what you guys got going on this year.
Well, this year we have the 16th annual Peachtree Village International Film Festival. Um, we're going to be virtual like we did last year because of COVID. We would rather be in person. However, being virtual allows us to be on shows like yours, Kev, and we can reach the world.
Oh yeah.
So that's a blessing. So thank you, Kev, for that. And thank you, iHeartRadio, and everybody else on your team, Robin and the whole team. This week we have screenings of docs, shorts, features. Um, um, then we have panels, workshops. Um, we have screenplay, script, pitch tents where people sit down and they talk about their script and they pitch it to like industry professionals. So it's the same networking um, platform that we've always had, but now it seems like it's kind of broader now because we're online, we're virtual.
Oh yeah.
Um,
But
we're
but
from the 21st to the 23rd, and then this year. I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I just really wanted to hit back on that on what you were saying. That's the biggest thing that me and Lynn was talking last week. It's the opportunities that you have at this PBIF. It's the type of things that the chance and the type of networking that you have the ability to do. And like you said, at Pitch Fest, there is nothing like having that ability to actually practice that pitch. Because a lot of folks don't know. I'm bad in sales. Like I am the man in sales, but I actually practice it.
Mhm.
I actually sit up there and pitch myself and stuff. Does this work? Did somebody how this going and folks gonna take it? So it's a big deal when you got to go in here and you got your first big meeting. It's the first time you trying to pitch your film. Now I know what I'm doing because I got that experience. And PBIF is like one of those only places that you can really get that. So I always got to commend you guys for the just teaching and training that you guys are doing through that program.
Thank you, brother. Well, you know what I say, Kev. If you want to be Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, um, Chris Paul, you gotta practice. You gotta
Oh
go.
yeah.
You gotta go to practice. You gotta practice when the game is over. Sometimes when you won or you lost, you still gotta practice. You gotta make sure your team's on the same practicing schedule because it's a team effort. It's a village. So we're a village, right, Kev?
Oh yeah.
So you gotta make sure you practice and everybody's on the same accord. Hey, know your lane, stay in your lane, know your position, know your role, and that's how we move, and that's how we move, and that's why I guess we're blessed to be here 16 years now.
Oh yeah. And another big thing I had to tell y'all, JB taught me. Men is one of these type things, especially with us black men, because we kind of get sensitive sometimes. But it's a scripture in the Bible say iron sharp as iron.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we got to rub up against each other a little bit the wrong way to teach each other something. But man, I just learned so much from you and Lynn, man. I appreciate you guys. Just that whole time we was together, man. Just I learned so much from you
Thank you,
guys with
Kev.
the PVIF and all that stuff, man. I love y'all guys.
Thank you, Kev. And I like your iron as well, brother. To be honest with you,
Oh yeah, I hit
you were,
back
you were
now.
always. Let me tell you some. I'm gonna tell you some real stuff. You were always intentional. If that makes any sense, that word. Intentional. You were always like, yo, I'm gonna do it regardless. And
Oh yeah.
then you would listen to. You would take certain Jews, and you had certain Jews you would share with us. We take certain Jews. So it's good to have that iron sharpen that iron, bro. Well, God bless you, and God bless the young lady that's on the phone. I don't remember her name.
Miss
What's
Dani
her name?
Parks. Trust me, everybody gonna
Miss
know that
Parks.
song. Dani Parks.
Thank Miss Parks.
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Parks, for everything you're doing for the young ladies out here and like enlightening people and letting them know the importance of the need for that hygiene. It plays a big part. Sometimes I deal with kids that have a lot of behavioral health issues, and sometimes you'll think that it might be, let's say, one of their diagnosis, right? But
Hmm.
it could be as simple as they didn't have their pad.
Right.
It could be bleeding a certain way. It could be as simple as a little boy having a jock itch,
Wow.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
and he didn't get the powder that he needed to control the jock itch or the medication. This is so real. I just experienced this about a month ago, and I'm wondering why this kid is acting out. But this kid ain't acting out because of his mental health diagnosis. He's acting out because of his physical condition. Something else is going on physically inside of him. That's like one of my main things is I don't want no teacher to talk to no kid unless the kid ate that morning.
Wow. Okay.
Sometimes a lot of kids don't eat, so it's just like it's real. It's real talk.
No, it is. No, it's too serious because like so many times you're right, and a lot of the problems that kids going through, it ain't what's going on in this classroom.
And so, I mean, that's it. Like the hygiene part, you just never know what they're dealing with. And with P3, we try to really make sure that the girls understand that it is okay to voice your opinion and tell people what's going on with you and not be ashamed of it. So, yeah, I completely understand.
Man, before I let you go, man, because I gotta get to a break. But before I let you go, JB, man, just how can folks follow you? And once again, how can folks get involved with the Peachtree Village International Film Festival this year?
Awesome, Kev. So we're at PVIFFATL.com. Well, excuse me, at PVIFF on Instagram, and we are PVIFFATL.com on the website. That's the best way. And then we're rolling right now from the 21st to the 23rd of October, 2021, 16th year. And we're just excited to introduce people that looking for relationships, opportunities, want to shed light on their content and stuff like that, and learn some stuff. Like we're about teaching and giving and creating a village. So Kev, you're part of the village. Miss Parks, you're part of the village as well now. So we're excited to be able to help that. 16 years down the road, but yeah,
you still gonna be rocking that 20, brother.
Hey man, God willing, bro.
All right, that's JB Brown, y'all. You are listening to the #1 rated business show right here on the Real 1100 AM and iHeartRadio. We'll be right back after this.
All right, y'all, we're getting ready for the 16th annual Peachtree Village International Film Festival. Check us out online virtually on October 21st through the 23rd at PVIFFATL.com. PVIFFATL.com. Check us out October 21st through the 23rd.
At Align for Life, we work with attorneys across the entire metro area. We are a portal of entry provider, meaning we can ensure your client is triaged accordingly and coordinate all aspects of your client's chiropractic and medical care from start to finish, including referrals to medical doctors, specialists, and imaging. This is Dr. Fowler. Your injury clients deserve the best: transportation, extended hours, and compliance monitoring. We understand your needs. Refer your injury and accident victims right now by calling us at 404-383-1110 or visit us at yourfinespine.com.
Transportation is provided via Uber, and we are open late so your clients can come in after work.
Auto accidents, wellness care, slip and fall. We take care of it all.
And now an important message from Steve Harvey.
This pandemic isn't over yet. We got the vaccines. I got mine. You might have yours. But listen to this. Don't think just because you got the vaccine that you can just go crazy. Follow the current safety guidelines. I know the mask is hot, but you know what's hotter than these masks? Staying healthy. That's pretty fly if you ask me. Let's unite to prevent.
For more information, visit unitetoprevent.org.
This is Felicia Moore, our candidate for Atlanta mayor, and you're listening to the #1 business show.
We are back right here on the #1 rated business show. I'm your host, KC Pride, and I am in studio with Miss Parks and we are still discussing her organization, the 3 Ps. For everybody that's just now tuning in, Ms. Parks, if you'll once again give everyone a little background on your organization.
Okay, it's Princesses, Pearls, and Puberty. We educate girls 9 through 12 years old and their parents about puberty, their periods, mental health, wellness, as well as safety as a woman.
Now, Also, we also got some other guests joining our studio. We're gonna introduce them in 1 second because we're having a discussion about young women and having some issues in poverty and not being able to have the things that they need as they're going through these puberty changes. Uh, and another thing that we were discussing right before the end, you know, some of the attitudinal changes that we see in kids, and a lot of times when they're being approached in school, it's a little bit of the embarrassment that they're feeling about the problems that they have, in versus, you know, actually, I got some real issues in school. So if you want to just lend a little bit more to that conversation.
Okay, yeah. So usually, like when a child is acting out, it's not always about um, their mental, per se, their mental health. It could be something physical. For as far as periods are concerned, what puberty education will do is not only help educate the girls, but also educate the educators and the teachers there. You have girls who ask, you know, can I go to the bathroom because it may be that time of the month, but if they have a male teacher, they're liable to not ask to go to the bathroom. Or if the male teacher asks, well, why you need to go to the bathroom, it's embarrassing. So just educating everybody in general about puberty will help with this. Like JB was talking about that young man who he was acting out. It wasn't because was having any type of mental health issues. It was because he had something physical going on with him.
Oh, yeah.
And that can be embarrassing when you're talking about your body. So
That's true.
just exposing the conversation about puberty in your body will help, you know, kids let us know what's going on with them if it's something physical.
I ain't gonna lie, that's the only thing my mama ever told me I could walk out of class for. She said, if you gotta go to the bathroom and your teacher won't let you go, you got permission to walk out. I used that one several times.
Were you going to the bathroom though?
Nope. All right, next. But anyway, this is actually a very serious problem that has reached all the way up to our state legislation.
Yeah.
So now there is actually legislation out there, and that's House Bill 810, correct? Here in Georgia.
Yeah.
So explain to us a little bit about House Bill 810 and how that affects your mission and what we're talking about today.
So House Bill 810 affects our mission. It's going to, once it's pushed through and approved, it will stop taxes on menstrual products. As we know, sometimes it can get really expensive real quick when you have to buy any type of menstrual products for yourself.
I was gonna say I have no clue. I do have a daughter though.
You don't have no clue.
I do have a daughter.
When you get there and you go in that aisle, one, you're gonna be overwhelmed, and then you're gonna be like, why do these cost so much? As a woman, you don't want the cheapest pack.
They are expensive, I ain't gonna lie.
They are.
And then all them different choices, I don't know what to do with all that.
You don't know.
I'm like, shit, 14. Hold up. That look big.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that.
Yes, and it can get expensive. And having a period is really a medical condition. We shouldn't have to pay taxes on something that we can't control, that we're having a period, and having to pay taxes on top of these expensive prices for pads. It's not, what's the word I'm looking for? I wouldn't say inhumane. It's not fair, basically. It's not ethical. That's right.
I am still just I am crazy. I'm just still under this crazy thing. It's like we give thousands of dollars away in food stamps, and this is not a part of one of the things that you can buy with EBT card. Like seriously,
no.
That really, like, this and Pampers need to be like two things that need to be on EBT for real.
Yeah.
And if y'all ain't gonna do it, Joe Biden, if you ain't gonna do it, then I'll come run and I'll do it myself, because this is ridiculous.
It is.
Like, for real.
Some states have passed this legislation where there are no taxes on menstrual products. Some states haven't. I'm not sure what's going on with Georgia. We do have a lot of state reps who are pushing for this. It's just not going up high enough. It's like being installed. However, like this year, 2021, coming into 2021, we had a Senate bill passed for Georgia's grapes, the grape of Georgia. I'm like, so this is more important than passing, a bill to stop taxes on menstrual products. So it's a topic that goes overlooked. They don't see how prevalent it is in our communities, how important it is to not just for people who are in poverty, just women in general. These things can be very expensive, especially if you have a medical condition that causes you to have more menstrual products at home.
Oh yeah, and Joining to the conversation, Chef Kendra Bates and fashion designer. Hold on, I'm trying to turn the camera, make it dramatic. I done messed it all up now. We got the fashion designer on camera with us. I mean, we got Miss Kendra Bates on camera with us. We're gonna start with you. How you doing today, Miss Bates?
I'm well.
So I assume you would be an expert on this topic as well.
Okay. Being a woman, yeah.
So is this something that you see that is prevalent? Has this been something that's ever come up for you? Have you ever dealt with this issue from a personal standpoint or someone else's? And you ain't got to go too deep, but we share here.
As a struggling college student, I did.
Okay.
Didn't know where money was going to come from, and buying sanitary products was one of those things that we had to figure it out. I do think that also as a single mother, and I have 3 girls.
Woo! I know how you feel.
3 girls in the middle, 2 boys on the outside. I'm just now getting to that stage where I'm having to even think about that issue with my children, and it's extremely expensive. And I do feel that there needs to be some type of things going on where we can lower those costs, especially the less fortunate. The single moms, the single dads, even the kids who just don't have, homelessness.
But see, that's one of the things we gotta stop being so taboo about this type of stuff. We human beings, and we gotta stop looking down on folks because I got more money, you got less money, and all this other type of stuff. We all human beings. It don't matter who got what. Like for real, stop calling me. I'm on air, y'all. I keep telling. It's 3 to 4, but now, and if successful people like this are having these conversations, then this is something that is a common problem, and a lot of folks are having it.
Right.
And I know legislators are listening to us right now, and y'all need to go ahead and do what it takes to go ahead and pass this House Bill 810. Like seriously, and y'all need to add this stuff to the EBT so that can be purchased along with everything else on EBT. Like seriously, you can get all kind of steaks, filet mignon. You can probably get the what's the one where they massaging the cow and all that, trying to the Wagyu beef.
The who? Wagyu. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? One of y'all know about it. I gave it up. But also joining to the program, my other female expert, and she is a fashion designer, and this is Miss Andrea Gordon. I wanted to make sure I got it right. I knew it was the Drea part. I didn't know about the first part, so I didn't want to mess it up. But how are we doing today?
Doing good, doing good.
Now you work in the fashion world.
Yeah.
So I know this is dealing with puberty and this type of stuff in young girls is something that comes common for you, right?
Absolutely.
So what are some things in the fashion world? Because I know you guys are putting this food and fashion together thing. Now this is also a nonprofit event, correct? Oh, this is for profit. We're gonna make some money. Hold on, we're gonna talk about that in the next segment. Let me turn my camera back around.
We are connected to a nonprofit.
Okay. I heard it was some type of charity arm to it, so I do apologize.
Absolutely.
But in the fashion world, is also once again, is this something that is a common problem that you see amongst women, especially women with a lot of young female kids and things like that as well?
Yeah, it can be a challenge.
Yeah.
It can be. Mm-hmm.
So one of the biggest things, you said your organization, Ms. Parks. What are some of those things that you guys are stepping in and doing to help these young women?
What we're doing, we get a lot of pads in. We got a lot of donations for pads, and so when we started, like I said, it was just something cute. It was a party. We would give each girl one pad, one panty liner. But as I canvassed and realized that this is a serious issue in our community, we started to give out more pads. So we're up to right now, this year we were able to give out at least 2 weeks worth of pads for each girl. And usually we have over 100 girls attend. So that was a really big goal for us. Our next goal is to be able to give out at least 1 pack of pads to each girl who comes through, whether she has started her period or not. Someone in a household will be able to use that pack of pads.
Now, if someone is having any issues or anything like that, are there any organizations or can you go like to the health department or somewhere like that and get these type of items if you need them?
I'm not sure if the health department gives out free pads, but my organization, if you're in Augusta, Georgia, if we have what you need, we're come, please take all these pads. My garage is filled with them. um, but with this, there's an organization here in Atlanta called Georgia Stomp. So
Okay.
it's a coalition of many organizations around Georgia. So I'm pretty sure, like, if you are in need, there's an organization within your city that promotes, that brings awareness to period poverty.
Okay.
Most of these organizations do have pads on hand that they can give out if you're in need.
Now, just for anybody listening, because we do have a pretty large listening audience and a lot of corporate folks do listen. What would be a perfect partner for your organization? Who would be someone perfect for you guys to partner with?
Someone who would be perfect would be definitely a state rep. Any organization or company that manufactures sanitary napkins.
Okay.
That would definitely be me. That's the most prevalent one. The event itself, it's pretty low cost, but it's the pads that's really what we need. Pads so we can give out and help the community.
Wow. So y'all hear that out there. So anybody that would be interested in partnering with Ms. Parks on this initiative and helping these young girls, anything that you do, if you are connected with someone in some of these bigger organizations, what's the large? Is it Playtex or Always?
Stay free.
Y'all know. I'm just saying.
P&G. I think P&G kind of has
Okay.
all those brands underneath it. Oh yeah, honey pot. Now we were able to give out their wipes. We were able to give out some of their wipes. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
But seriously, if anybody out there, if you work in these organizations, if you know someone, how can someone get in contact with you, Ms. Park?
So you can contact me on Facebook or IG. On IG, it's P3 Party for Girls. Party with the four with the actual four. You can email me at p3partyforgirls@gmail.com, or you can go on Facebook and it's Princesses, Pearls, and Puberty. If you just type in P3 Party, it will pop up.
All right. And once again, that is Miss Dani Parks. It's been a wild ride so far. We just we having all kind of conversations today. It's all right though. I hope everybody still watch. I hope y'all having a good time. I know, right? Hey, we can do it. All right on the Real 1100 AM. We'll be back after this.
Hi, this is Dr. Williams with Align for Life Wellness. I want to invite you to our new office at 1800 Jonesboro Road in Atlanta. Come in for a consultation, examination, therapy, and x-ray, all for just $100.
What?
Yes, $100. This offer expires soon, so call us to schedule at 404-383-1110 or find us on the web at www.yourfinespine.com.
If you want to be fine, take care of your spine.
We're open late.
GTG, BRB, OMW, be there in a few. You may think that these kinds of texts are fine because of their length, and you can easily send them at a stoplight. But no, answering one text can take your attention away from the road for 5 seconds. And traveling at 55 miles an hour, that's enough time to travel the length of a football field. Make good decisions, don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
Hey folks, just a quick reminder that no matter the time of the day and no matter what day of the week, East Coast, West Coast, all points in between, we are always on. So go to your app store and download the Real 1100 app and listen wherever and whenever.
All right, this is Lynn Gibson, and you're rocking with KC Pride, the #1 business show.
Back on. We are back right on the #1 rated business show. It's wild in here today. I gotta be honest. It is all over the place today. That's all right. So I am back with my two new friends from food and fashion. Miss Chef, let's say Chef Kendra Bates, and Miss Andrea Gordon. I don't know. You might not get the clap twice. All right, Chef K and What we gonna call you? IG?
That's Instagram. You can call
So-
me Drea or Quad.
All right, Miss Drea. So tell us a little bit about food and fashion, and tell us about this event, how you came up with it, and everything. Who wants to start for me?
Fashion and food, it's two
Okay.
essential elements. Everybody eats, everybody wears clothes.
Okay.
Right?
Oh yeah.
And so we
I make them.
And so we figured, hey, we're two female entrepreneurs, African American, like it just sounded like the thing to do. So we moved on it.
Okay.
Started off as a conversation, and
That's how a lot of good stuff started, though. It just sounds like the thing to do. So at the food and fashion events now, what are some of the things that you guys do at food and fashion? Is it just about the food and the clothing, or do you guys like kind of have parties, some music involved? What we gonna be doing?
Oh yeah, there's definitely some music involved. So when you first come into Fashion Meets Food, there's a gallery, and people can actually during cocktail hour visit the different images that we have of the models and the different foods and the different garments. And then after cocktail hour, we go right into the fashion show, and then after that, we party the night away.
All right. I know we're gonna party night where we start cocktails that early. Now, what kind of food we gonna have, Miss K?
So I look at the food that I'm doing, the menu that I'm doing, as a little, just a different twist on food. I guess it would be my creative concoction, if that's what you want to call it.
All right.
Not very relatable, but I have a couple things that I'm gonna try to squeeze in there.
Okay, what you got?
That may, entice people. But the menu is different. We have a take on shrimp and grits. It's prawns and beet grits.
You said prawns and beet grits.
Prawns.
Prawns and beet grits. Okay. What's beet grits?
So it is
Like, cause the grit is what? Grits is what? Corn?
yeah, it's just regular.
What's a
So
what's a grit?
it's a mixture. It's just it's your grits. Oh, where are you from?
I'm from Alabama, but I don't eat that.
Oh, I
stuff.
don't
I'm
eat
just
them either. I don't eat them either, but I cook them. I cook them so well.
Okay.
And shrimp and grits is like the thing now.
Oh yeah, everybody
So,
like the shrimp and grits.
I was like, I want to do this, but I want to do it high end. I want people to come out and experience some things that they've never experienced before.
Okay.
Flavors they wouldn't even think of pairing, and maybe going together. And when I created the menu, it was just like all out of creativity. I was like, Andrea, send me your swatches, the colors that you're going to use, and I'm going to think about foods that kind of relate, that kind of look the same, or that maybe I can kind of throw a little spin to that will kind of give that visual.
Wow. Okay.
And so when I thought about beet grits, she had a reddish looking color swatch that she sent me, and I was like, oh, I love beets.
Okay.
Shrimp and grits is the thing.
Well, how
now.
you grit a beet?
Like,
what-
no.
what's your- what's
So
your-
what I do is I puree the beets,
Okay.
and it's cooked in some good old flavors,
Okay.
and then we gonna make those creamy grits, and
Okay.
we're gonna mix the two together. That's
All right.
it.
I might have to check you out. I went vegan. It's like they try to put seasoning on cauliflower and make that pass for everything now. It's like cauliflower ain't a chicken nugget. I'm sorry. I just rather do without the chicken nugget.
Right.
Now, what kind of fashion are we gonna be pairing with these beets and grits, or the grit beets? What is it?
Good beets.
Beet grits.
That's
All right.
probably the only thing on that menu you can understand. They have all these fancy names for everything. I'm like, girl, what is this? Like, and I'm like, I don't eat this. I don't do-" And you know what? Everything that I've tried, like she did a dumpling or something.
Sweet potato gnocchi.
Yeah, we had a media tasting.
Wow.
And it was just an opportunity for media to come out and taste the food and see the fashion. And she had, what was it? Some
Sweet
kind of
potato gnocchi.
I don't eat sweet potato. I don't
Sweet
eat
potato
dumplings,
gnocchi.
and I don't even know what
So
gnocchi
what's the gnocchi part?
Gnocchi is a pasta, but it's handmade,
Okay.
and I just incorporated.
So you hand make pasta and grits.
I hand make everything.
All right.
Right. What is that?
Yes,
Like, just give me
yes.
some- She was like, no, we're not doing chicken drumettes. I'm like, just give me something I can understand, And
I'm not
I
letting all
took-
this big years of culinary school and this money go to waste.
Go ahead.
Try some stuff that people don't try on the regular.
I'm trying to tell you.
It's
I
all
started
good.
sauteing collard greens. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, so everything she's cooked so far has been just like amazing. So I
Now,
love it.
What kind of fashion are we talking? Are we talking about high end fashion to go with this high end food? Or
Absolutely.
all right.
You can't have blue jeans and gnocchi.
Right.
I guess you can't. I guess you can't. Now that I think about it.
So yeah, we're doing high fashion, formal wear and ready to wear.
Okay.
Really elegant. Use a lot of different textures, fabrics, and beads, and you
Okay.
know all that different kinds of stuff. Long gowns.
I'm invited. Y'all got something for me? I rock the hell out of suit now.
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna lie.
Absolutely.
I need me a nice black suit. That's all I need.
You got the right person. So
Now,
yeah.
all right. So we're gonna have formal fashion. We're gonna have bougie grits. What else? What other type of things that we're gonna have going on? Do you have like multiple designers there, or is it gonna be your collection?
It's
Or
all about Quad. It's all about the brand.
okay,
Yeah, so I'm the only featured designer there.
okay. Now, is this is something unique that you guys are just putting together as a unique event and something fun to do, or is this something that you are kind of spinning off as a concept of shopping and eat at the same time? Oh, I just gave y'all an idea and I need a referral fee. I'm just wondering.
It's a little bit of both. The concept has been done before,
Okay.
but we just wanted to add our spin to it. It's very rare. Although it's been done before, it hadn't been done like we're doing it.
Okay, I like that. Can't do it like me. So, now is this an outside event? Is this a brick and mortar location you guys have, or
It's indoors. Yeah, we're doing it at an event center, Blue Moon Event Center in Duluth, Georgia.
out there in Duluth, Georgia? There's so much stuff be going on out there in Duluth nowadays. Why?
I don't know. I just love the venue.
I just
love
hate the
area.
traffic. Have y'all ever tried to get to Duluth? I'm trying to go 85 any time of the day. It's just awful.
It is.
It is awful. It's like, where's all y'all folks going? You can't not this many folks be going north. Like really.
Right.
And south. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's bad.
But no, if you in Duluth, I guess it's all right. But no, I don't want to spoil everybody in Atlanta to go. So once again, when is this gonna go down?
On Sunday.
It's going down this Sunday.
October 24th, 6 p.m.
All right. And how much are tickets?
$60 regular, $100 VIP.
And what are you gonna get with all that?
Oh gosh, you get like
You gotta get the
wine.
grits.
Yes, you get.
I know
Of
you're getting the
course
grits.
You get amazing food. You walk away with free merchandise. I have free wine for the VIP, merchandise, gift bags, like professional photographs. Like there's just a slew of things that you get for your money. So gifts and coupons and just all kinds of stuff. Can't give it all away on radio, but
So
you
we
gotta
can't-
come to
you
get
better give it away so they'll come.
But it'll be very much so worth the time and the effort and the dollar amount.
All right. Shout out to Algenia Kirsten. Algenia been following me for over 2 years, like ever since we started. And I know in the beginning the radio stuff really wasn't that good because I didn't know what I was doing. But but thank you so much. I love you right back. And I'm gonna try to get you some tickets to this food and fashion thing because they over here tripping.
Likewise.
So what's my VIP experience gonna be like? Walk me through the room.
Oh my gosh.
We got 5 minutes.
Everyone at Quad is treated like royalty. So it's not just about a fashion show and great food. It's an entire experience.
Okay.
It's a night where you can come out and be that person that you've always wanted to be. So
All
it's
right.
kind of like a breakthrough session. You can come, you can be your Sasha Fierce that night. And you can level up that night. It's a
So
real
you can level up this night.
experience.
All
Yeah,
right.
It's a real
It's
experience.
definitely a level up on
Yeah.
food as well as being able to see.
How we gonna be
fashion that
leveling
you-
up? Last time I leveled up, I got some trouble. How you gonna level up? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Shout out Shamiko. Shamiko, hey. But tell me how we gonna level up though. I want to know. Don't disregard the shout outs.
Okay, well, just come on in. You know, the food is going to be spectacular. Things are going to be in gold foil.
Okay.
Things are going to be smoking.
All right.
Things are going to just be elaborate. These
All
are
right.
experiences that you're just not going to have on a regular basis. So, yes, it's going to be
We're gonna take you
VIP.
back a little bit. We got Adam and Eve
All right.
coming out of the garden.
All right.
Yes.
I heard about Adam and Eve now.
The beginning.
Oh, y'all talking about the Jesus kind. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to any clients that's watching. Disclaimer. I just took her the wrong way. That's all it was. But no. Once again, thank y'all so much for coming in. If somebody wants to support what you guys are doing, if anybody wants to get tickets to this mysterious event y'all won't tell us nothing else about, how can folks support y'all?
You can go to Quad, QUAD as in David, Quad Clothing Company. The tickets are there, or you can search for us on Eventbrite or Facebook. Fashion meets food.
Fashion meets food. You know, it's a lot going on right now. It's really a lot going on. Has COVID slowed y'all down any?
You know what?
At first.
Yeah.
Because a lot of folks was like, is Georgia closed for real? I don't think Atlanta closed.
No, it never stopped.
It
but
never stops.
I think we're both moms, so we had to stop for a second.
Oh yeah.
Well, we have COVID restrictions in place for the event, so
Yeah, I'm a
we
dad.
scaled
My
down,
kids
yeah.
kept coming home with it. I had to stop too.
Yeah. But you know, you just move forward with precaution.
I got you. No, it's hard in certain worlds though, because like especially in the world of fashion, in the world of food, and this type of thing, even in the world of nonprofits. No, it's definitely difficult because you know, folks change their clothes and this type of stuff. Does that y'all have to deal with that type of stuff now, or?
We do, but the venue is big enough, like you can spread out, and everybody has their own sections and whatnot. So it's, you know.
Now, how long have you been designing fashion? That's a very interesting thing. I'm asking you, this is the time for you to be telling all that type of stuff.
It's a long time, over 20
They
years.
say, hey, she said y'all asking too much on Facebook. Y'all cannot know about the event. You cannot know how long she been doing this. You don't need to know what type of clothes she said.
Yes, but over 20 years.
All right, over 20 years. Yeah. And Chef K, how long you been making bougie grits?
It's been the same, but I was a kid still.
Okay.
You know, I started cooking when I was around 9.
I ain't trying to call y'all old. Okay, I don't want y'all to think that. I'm old too. Don't feel bad.
Just gonna rectify it.
Don't let the light skin fool you.
I was
I'm
around
grown.
9.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been cooking since I was a kid though.
Okay. I had some cooking when I was a kid too. I remember one time my sister, she didn't understand. Like, you know how with chicken, you got to unthaw it all the way, right? And you can't just unthaw it a little bit and then throw it in the grease.
Yeah.
And she just threw it straight in the grease. So the outside was all nice and crispy and all that, and the inside was just bloody and just God.
Just wrong.
Just wrong.
That's why I'm vegan now. Thank you, sister. Thank you, sis. But one last time on this secretive event now. I'm gonna try to get this information out to you one last time. Miss Texas Algene, can she come to Dallas and throw a party? Y'all want to throw a party in Dallas?
Absolutely.
They say they want to do it.
Absolutely.
They say they want to do it. See, that's the power of radio and the #1 rated business show. To all y'all that want to advertise, I'm just letting you know you can partner with us. But all right, so Sunday we chilling. It's 6:00. We got the VIP. We smoking something. I don't know what we smoking.
We ain't smoking nothing. It's just gonna be some
things
smoking.
It's some things gonna be smoking.
Yes. Exactly.
We got beet grits. And I'm gonna have a fly black suit. That's all I know.
That's all you need.
That's enough for y'all to want to show up right there. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
We got the rest.
Right.
All right. They said they got the rest. Miss Parks, I'm gonna give you a few more minutes to just one last time. If anybody wants to support your organization as well, and wants to help the women in need or young girls in need, how can somebody support your organization?
Okay, the best way to get in contact with us, and I forgot to mention it, p3party4girls.com. It's spelled all the way out, the party for and girls, FOR, girls. So it's p3party4girls. You can contact me through there. You can send emails if you would like to volunteer. We're always looking for volunteers. Or if you want to have a party like this, maybe in your city or for your particular organization, we can go ahead. We can discuss that so we can come out and educate your girls in those areas as well.
Oh yeah. And Miss Adjane says she wants you to post a link to your organization. So I'm gonna make sure that I get that link to you.
Okay.
As far as you hold me to that.
Okay.
And Chef K, if anybody wants to get with you and get some cooking lessons, learn about all this beautiful cooking that you're doing, because I want to learn about the grits myself. I need the recipe. And show me something to do with cauliflower too. Like for real, I need something else.
I got you. I'm a personal chef, so I come to you.
All right, she gonna come to me. What I'm
So,
talking
yes,
about.
you can find me on IG on Honey Soul, and that's spelled HONIISOUL, Honey Soul.
Okay.
Or you can find me online on my website, honeysoul.com.
On honeysoul.com. You do you list any of your recipes or got like tip videos or anything like that?
No, not yet. I hate social media. I'm working on it though. I'm working on it. I am working on it. Google is my best friend.
Let me
right
also
now.
let y'all know I'm the CEO of Influencer 365, top marketing agency
Listen, I had to be
here in
honest.
Atlanta. Okay. Let me help y'all after this show. Okay. Please let me help y'all after this show.
I got so big.
I'm gonna show you how to do your social media. Lastly, my fashion designer friend is gonna give me this fly black suit I need.
Yes.
If anybody wants to follow you, well, I know your profile probably private. You probably don't let, she probably don't let nobody follow her.
No, it is not private. It is very public. Quad Clothing on Instagram.
Quad Clothing on
Yes,
Instagram.
the first picture you will see is just a little synopsis of what's going to go on. You'll see the lady eating the shrimp in the formal gown, and it says, "Eat the shrimp, anime."
Eat the cake, anime. Eat it. Oh my God. Don't give me in trouble today. Lord have mercy. Well, it has been another interesting show. We have already listed that in the comments there for you, Miss Algenia. Right there, the P3partyforgirls.com. Oh, we is on it today. That ain't it. Oh. And we also gonna put it back in there. For everybody watching on Instagram, please go share this with somebody else. Everybody else, please follow me. I am KC Pride. You can follow me everywhere at I am KC Pride. Also, once again, go to the comebackchampionsummit.com and you can join me and a whole host of other friends to learn how you can be the rock star of your industry and a comeback champion, just like myself and so many others, Miss Dani Parks, Miss Ingrid, and Chef K. Until next week, we will be right back on the Real 1100 AM next week, Wednesday at 3 p.m. See you then.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tag